2012. To the people of Goa, Mr. Parrikar needs no introduction whatsoever. We all know him very well. But many of you are not from Goa, and therefore I have decided to introduce to you our Chief Minister in just a few words. Not because there is not much to say about him. On the contrary, there is a lot to say about him. But my reason for this brief introduction is because time is short. The Chief Minister has a very busy schedule. He has given us only 30 minutes, and I want to give as much time as possible to him to address you. Mr. Parrikar is a highly educated man, which is very unusual in our country, where just about anybody can get elected to the highest post. He holds a degree he holds an IIT degree, from Mumbai. He is a very competent and able administrator. I know that he is down to earth in his decisions. He is pragmatic in his approach to problems, and he always tries to find a solution. He has genuine concern for the people of this state and for the people of this country. Mr. Parrikar is knowledgeable in a variety of subjects, and what is wonderful is that he speaks his mind freely. These, you will agree, are very admirable qualities in a Chief Minister. Mr. Parrikar has recently taken over the reins of government in Goa. I think it's just about 6 or 7 months. And people in Goa expect much from him during his tenure. I haven't heard him say much about the animals, except that during the very first assembly, he promised to meet with the animal activists. I am hoping he'll keep his promise. I hope the animals will also get a good deal from him during his tenure.
Thank all of you for doing the good work of animal protection and creating awareness among people on the rights of animals. Mama said, if I heard correctly, this is a place where you can't hear what the speaker is saying in the life. The hall is such that it's almost a one-way traffic. But what I heard clearly that she has not heard much about me, about the welfare of the animals. There are reasons for it. I believe in action. I have already started some of the actions, not all. But I am making it clear that I have been illegal preparing this year. I think we are getting them under control. I am not saying that they are under control. It takes time for sensitizing the people who are supposed to execute this action. It's not that the Chief Minister working. those who are actually implementing the law and implementing particular policy of the government also needs to become sensitized to the law of the. I was reading, I saw, I think, I don't know, I was one of the first supporter of anti-smoking act. Unluckily, this act was proposed in the Assembly in 1996 or 97. Though I said that I was a member for the first time. The act came in the national level months later. But in Goa, it was started in 1997. Three of us came to the credit. One is Dr. Wilfred Miskila, who was the environment minister at that time, who introduced the bill. The bill was sent to the House Committee for a short review on how to implement it. Some provisions might be modified. I was one of the members of the commission. The third member was noted cancer, anti-cancer activist, Dr. Sharad Vaidya. We three used to sit on day-to-day basis. And two of us were smokers, Dr. Miskita and me. And we made that we had to put our car from 200 meters away to check up that Dr. Vaidya apart. We were instrumental in getting this act in place. And let me proudly tell you, there was a difference because when I saw that animals are my friend and I got into my animals like butter, burger shop, and I was read about lot of things, writing about vegetarian. I tried to follow this. But see, protecting animals does not just stop. Feel I can put in my whatever I have decided. But I can tell you one thing. Tobacco use in Goa has come down to one of the lowest levels in the country. Gupta eating was banned when I was chief minister last time. And I took the action when I had gone to a school. And I saw a 6th standard kid studying 6th standard eating Gupta. That day I decided that this Gupta pouches should be banned in this place. We banned it. We brought it down. And the actual credit goes to implementation of it. It has started again. To be my tenure, I saw to it that this catch-up people who smoke on the road. And we smoke quota there are people who told me they were trying to protect my time. But we want to find a goal to get to the road today because of that strict implementation. So ultimately, implementation. I promise you one thing, that whatever laws are existing, they are strong enough to ensure that the credit individuals are stopped immediately. We will first enforce the law. We have started doing it. Give me another profile. I will find the laws in this thing and make it implemented. The second part, I think is equally important, where your role comes into the picture. Many times people are not very sensitive towards the cause of the animal, particularly cats, dogs and stray dogs. They become sometimes a nuisance. I know a case where one fellow came to me at my residence, and he told me, this was last time I got to this 2003. He told me, see what happened to the human dog. I said, did they bite you? They said, yes, no, they didn't bite me. But they chased me on my cycle, and I was not able to pedal. So finally I fell down. So the stray dogs aspect, which sometimes creates nuisance to the people, also has to be taken care. Let us sit sometime and we will work out a solution to it, so that while they remain quite free in their movement, we can have a big place where they can people also don't feel the nuisance from it. We have to ensure that that aspect of it always taken care. I think NGOs will help the government. It's government job which most of the NGOs are taking. But unluckily, the animal husbandry department has to think that they are not there to limit their roads. So we will, by sensitizing them, we can work together. I assure you that Goa will be probably the first state to have implemented for 100% concept of human service state. I can assure you that I personally have a great feeling to any human life and believe in how will be the first thing we sometimes we do things but we don't realize what we are doing. There was a 700th centenary of one of the centenary of Army. I don't remember the years, but we named the children's party for the name of Bhagwan Rami. The funny part was there was a restaurant there, it was serving knowledge. So I called the principal chief secretary of knowledge and told him, if you are naming this location as Bhagwan Rami, I think the first principal he taught was the yoga. So please go and shut down that restaurant. And that restaurant today is a vegetarian restaurant. This was a proactive step from my side. They had not realized it. So I think let us move towards from proactive to animals to treating them as one of your members because they can be of great help. They are very helpful. And I promise you that this state, within a year's time, can be, I will take a certificate from you that it is an animal friendly state. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm sure my colleagues will agree with me that this is a wonderful start in India Parliament 2012. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Now, I will call on Dr. Chini Krishna to give a welcome address. For everybody's benefit who doesn't know him, let me give a quick introduction. Dr. Chini Krishna was the chairman of the Blue Cross of India, now retired. He was a member of the Animal Welfare Board of India from 1994 to 1997, and in 2001 he was made vice chairman of the board. In the same year he was awarded the Hon'ble Shri Manohar from India. In 2002 he received the Lifetime Achievement Award of Baby Women Animal Allies Foundation from the Vice President of India. He has served as a member of the Central Government's Committee for the Purpose of Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animals as chairman of several of its subcommittees. And he is the first district chairman of the Animal Welfare in the 70-year history of the Lions Club. Dr. Chini Krishna, please give the welcome.
Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, General Gau, Padma Shri Manohar, and my dear friends. I am deeply honored to be here today. This is only my second trip to Goa. I came here 40 years ago on my honeymoon. It was a bad honeymoon. Not because of my wife, but because of the cruelty we saw over here. Bullfights, dogs being shot on the street with muzzle loaders, and there was a go-and-gentleman by the name of Fernando who claimed he had shot 15,000 dogs for the government at 50 paisa per dog. And that was one of the first scenes that we did, my wife and I, when we landed in Goa. At the harbor, we came by ship from Bombay. We saw this and we went from police station to police station trying to stop us. This was 40 years ago. In these 40 years, we have come a long way. So, people here who feel that they have started an animal welfare organization a year ago or years ago, or even 10 years ago, and feel there is no progress being made, take heart. In the last 15 years, we have made more progress than we have made in my first 35 years in Ananda. And as the Honorable Chief Minister mentioned, all that is really required is the implementation of the wonderful laws that we have in India. We have some of the finest animal welfare protection acts in the country. Implementation is virtually zero. I am delighted that India has come a long way. I know that 5 years is not that long a time in the history of the organization. But PIAPO was in the making for 2 years before it was formally started in January 2007. And in the last 5 years, I think we have done a lot to sensitize a much wider segment of society than we had before. To all of you who are taking the trouble to come to sunny Goa, and this is sunny Goa. Welcome. Thank you all very much for being here, and I'm sure that you will go back after the 18th, taking away a lot more than just one memories of Goa. A time when all of us have come together and we are going to decide how we are going to shape the movement in the years to come. Thank you all very, very much, and thank you, Mr. Chief Minister, once again.
Thank you, Dr. Chini. Dr. Chini has been a godfather, mentor to many of us who started out 20 years ago in the animal welfare field. To all the dignitaries and guests here today, we have a special way of honoring you. PIAPO is following a traditional hands, palms folded, with hearts full of gratitude and appreciation to honor you today. Yes, sir. We are honoring you today, Namaskar. And we thought, instead of giving you a plaque which will go into your recycling bin and add to the carbon footprint of the conference and Goa state, we thought we would give a different way of appreciation. We are giving you a certificate, sir, a very special certificate. It says, on your behalf, for your efforts to encourage us, we are going to plant 20 trees in Kanha National Park. And we hope those 20 trees will grow tall and strong and be a symbol of your support of the animal welfare movement. Thank you so much for joining us. Raising money for animal welfare. Okay? And in the bargain, we have rule number 1. Anybody's mobile phone that rings will have to donate 100 rupees in the donation box. Where's the donation box? There it is. Okay? So, my request is quickly put your phones on silent. If you don't want to be a big donor, but if you'd like to be a big donor, stay connected, and Chipa's going to go around with the donation box. The other rule is whoever's speaking on stage, who's ever going to be in the panel or whoever's going to be giving a speech, remember your time limit is 12 minutes. After 12 minutes also will be collecting a donation? No? Okay. There will be a sign held up by Shilpa saying 2 minutes are remaining, and you can use that either to interact with your audience or to wrap up your presentation. And after 2 minutes, the Welfare Board of India, General Khan is a silent, gentle giant of the animal welfare movement, and he's been a mentor, a saintly or a wise guide to many of us in the animal welfare movement. And profession of excellence behind him, and he's completed 38 years of distinguished service in the Indian Army. And for his outstanding services to the nation, he was honored in Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, ADSM, by the President of India in 1996. And he has the rare distinction of being the panel head of the Federation Equestrian International and Equestrian Federation of India, in recognition of his valuable contribution to the advancement of veterinary education and training in the Army. Janikar was awarded the fellowship of the prestigious National Academy of Veterinary Sciences of India. Janikar, please, we would like to have your introductory speech.
Dr. Shri Krishna, Chairman Vyabo, Padma Shri Now my brothers, Honorable Attorney and distinguished delegates, I feel it's a great honor for me to be a part of this seminar, and I would like to congratulate each one of you for what you are doing to bring down the abuse of animals. Also, I would like to compliment the young Vyabo organization of your appreciable achievements during the last 5 years. You are trying to address the issues that are going to be huge problems for the coming generation of animals. And let me tell you that Animal Welfare Board of India and Vyabo are working hand in glove. We have an excellent understanding with each other. And the main reason is that the icons of animal welfare in our country share the responsibility with the Animal Welfare Board as well as the Vyabo. Dr. Shri Krishna is indeed the person who has contributed maximum to the cause of our animal friends. He happens to be the Vice Chairman of the Board and Chairman of Vyabo, so there is no question of any coordination taking place. The Normaji has been with us for a long time, and she is the only one who has been honored by Government of India with Padma Shri Manohar. Amlaji is there with us for many years, and she is now contributing her guidance to the Vyabo organization as well. So we are indeed very proud of this young organization which has emerged as a very vibrant organization in networking of the animal NGOs and also providing guidance to them. Well, animal welfare, as far as India is concerned, has been our cultural heritage. Right from the time of King Ashoka, Lord Mahavira, Lord Buddha, our country has been practicing Prani Raksha, Jeev Raksha, and the concept of Ahimsa evolved in our country at the time. While for the rest of the world, the animal welfare movement started in 20th century, and now almost all countries have animal protection laws in place. In India, the lead was taken by Srimati Hon'ble, the great humanitarian from Chennai, who was responsible for passing of the ECA Act, the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act in the Parliament. And in 1960, and after 2 years, with her efforts, the unique government organization, the Animal Welfare Board of India, came into being. This year, we celebrate 50 years that is the golden jubilee of Animal Welfare Board of India's existence, and I would request all of you to also contribute your minds to make our celebration a great success. In this regard, let me share with you that we will be having a national seminar in Delhi sometime in February, 2013, and we'll be having 5 regional seminars also to send a message of love and compassion and respect for animal life to our citizens. The first of the regional seminars starts in Chennai on 27th of December. And we have Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu as our chief guest. Of course, our Honorable Minister, Shri will preside over the function. We would request all of you to join us for the 2-day seminar on 27th and 28th of December. Now, we have many things that call for our attention towards animal welfare, and one of the most important issues is tabulated in our Constitution, where in Article 51A(T) it reminds us of our obligation to treat all living beings with compassion and respect. Mahatma Gandhi, in his remarks about animal welfare, had said that the greatness of the nation and its moral development can be judged by the way its animals are treated. So, how much human beings have evolved is indicated by our treatment of our animals. Compassion and love for animals is always present in the global soul. Animal welfare is a seva, is a service, and it is a service without expecting any gains from it. If you want to enter animal welfare for commercial reasons, for money making, I feel it's not there. If you are doing so, I think you are making a mistake. Animal welfare is purely service to our animal friends. Therefore, I really admire your commitment, your ability to give your time for this noble cause. I am sure that in times to come, you will also expand the scope of your work so that we cover the whole of India and remind them of our obligation to treat our animals with respect, with compassion, and with love. The Animal Welfare Board of India, as you are aware, is a statutory and advisory body to the Government of India. It is not the law implementing or the law enforcement agency. A lot of people have a doubt in their mind that so many cruelties are happening in our country. There are huge bad animal conflicts taking place. What is the NBI doing? I get minimum of 50 to 60 emails. As chairman, what have you done to stop these cruelties? Well, gentlemen, you very well know that the law enforcement is a state subject. The state police, the district SPCAs, they are primarily responsible for enforcement of the animal protection laws. But the sad part is, in our country, we have very few functional SPCAs and very few functional state animal welfare police. The state police is totally ignorant of their responsibility to protect animals. Therefore, what needs to be done? I personally feel all our NGOs, animal welfare organizations, need to spend more time in creating advocacy in the society. We need to train our trainers who should go to the society, to the schools, to the police, to the administration, remind them of human application in recognizing compassion and love. Training the police people, reminding them about the main animal protection laws should be one of our primary. The other thing what we need to do in the society at the same time is send a message that our food habits have a huge impact on animal welfare besides on the environment. We need to tell our citizens to depend less on our food of animal origin. The more we depend on food of animal origin, the more animal will be subjected to cruelty. And in our country, maximum cruelties are suffered transportation. They are loaded like sardines in the trucks. Many of them are trampled and die in them, and they are loaded in the most horrible, hideous manner in the trucks. And then, by unloading, they are actually thrown out of the trucks. And there is no pre-slaughter study which can desensitize them for the pain that they undergo during slaughter. Animals are slaughtered in full view of each other, and the amount of fear they experience in this is something beyond our imagination. Therefore, we need to sensitize the civic audience, we need to sensitize our citizens, the Residents' Welfare Association, the school, that let us reduce our intake of meat. Also, milk diversity, because we are depriving the poor calf of this milk that he is supposed to get from his mother. Then, too much of milk is also not good for health like the meat. Therefore, we need to eventually send a message of turning everybody to vegan meat. Let it be the best thing that we can do. The third thing that we need to do is that you are running shelters, you are running contaminated birth control program for addressing the whole population of people and also incidence of babies in your respective areas. This is a wonderful program, a human program recommended by the World Health Organization, and wherever this program has been conducted on an intensive scale, it has delivered. Look at what is happening in Chennai with the committed efforts of Blue Cross of India. Today, rabies is Chennai is free of rabies. Similarly, with the good work done by HIS and Jaipur, there are hardly any incidents of rabies there. Therefore, the program has to be conducted on an intensive scale. And we need to empower our veterinarians, paramedics, dog catchers, which is in fact the most challenging job in the whole program. Catching the dogs in a humane manner and feeding them in a humane manner while they are in the shelter and releasing them back in a humane manner is really very, very important. We also need to look at the fast-track techniques, which may be available to us. We are having a talk on laparoscopy. This is a minimum trauma that is caused to the animals by using this technology. This is a advanced technique. Therefore, then there are talks of using some chemicals for sterilization of millions. We need to also have to keep our mind open. So unless we are able to fast-track this method, we will not be able to address the required number. Given the huge number of 20 to 25 million sick dogs in our country, we need to do extensive sterilization program to control rabies as well as their numbers. Now we are having excellent training programs for veterinarians, paramedics, dog catchers, program managers. We have we have started educating the Gaushala people to do gestation of the male calf and the bull, so that there is no production of proper animals. Also, the Gaushalas need to be sensitized to harness the energy potential of biomass, to do biogas for heating purposes. We are also promoting some pilot projects in two Gaushalas to make electricity from biogas, which will give more sustenance to the organization. We need to include them in FIAPO Act. This is very, very important. The only problem is most of the management of these Gaushalas are from rural areas. They are not much educated, but they need to go in the mainstream of animal welfare. And unless we adopt them, wherever we are functioning from, they will not be able to give progress to the extent that we want. Therefore, I would request the FIAPO members to try and sensitize the Gaushala committees, the owners, and you must also spend some time to ensure that the welfare concerns of these animals are taken care of. With these few words, I would say that I'm sure this seminar or the conference that we are having will deliberate on the challenges that the country is facing, and I'm sure we'll be able to pick out some strategies to address these challenges, which can be given and shared with the Animal Welfare Board of India, so that we can also devise to implement more animal-friendly measures in our country. Thank you very much.
The conference. Again, we appreciate your efforts with folded hands and gratitude, and we present you a plaque that in your name we will plant 20 trees at Kanha National Park. We will save you from this